Hey you, how are you? I'm going to do a reading for Cancer. So if you are a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign, stick around. There might be a message in this reading for you. And always, as always, take what works, leave what doesn't. Messages are for your greatest and highest good. All right, let's see what's going on for all of my Cancers for this current energy, just the next 7 to 10 days. We are looking at what messages the tarot has to say to all of my Cancers for the next 7 to 10 days. All right, are you ready? Here we go. Oh, having a hard time. Knight of Pentacles reversed. All right, some of you, when it comes to work, wow, we got a lot of issues around work right now. You know, you can't pretend that you can sit around doing nothing, right? So I feel like some of you guys need to figure out what you're going to do for work. You know, because here, you know, we have the Knight of Pentacles coming upside down. So, yeah, this is, you know, not working, not really doing it much. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups crossing over you. So I feel as if you're trying to figure out, what do you really want to do? You know, maybe you like the job you're in, but you don't love it. This isn't something you always want to do for the rest of your life. You know, I just feel as if, you know, there's just a lot that you just don't know what to really ground into. So we got 2 sevens here. So I feel as if, you know, there is a real need for you to figure out, you know, what is your life purpose? What is your direction? All right. Because when we have the 7 of Pentacles reversed, I mean, here, you know, we see that, you know, you plant your seeds and you water them and something grows. And here it's just almost as if, you know, nothing you've done has really kind of fulfilled you to the point of like, is this my purpose here on earth? And I think it really bothers you. You know, here we have the 6 of Swords as your root issue here, you know, so yeah, I feel as if, you know, sometimes you're just kind of a little tormented by what are you supposed to be doing? What are you doing here on this earth? You know, and here we have the 5 of Cups here in your recent past. I think, you know, you've been in this place where you just wonder what are you supposed to do here? What am I doing here? And then we have the Hanged Man coming up here, you know, and the Hanged Man is reversed. So I think you're a little confused as to like, am I really, you know, doing what I'm supposed to do? Is this really my life's purpose? Am I supposed to, you know, flip burgers at McDonald's for the rest of my life? You know, I mean, you're questioning, what am I doing here? You know, and I feel as if, you know, there's a real need for you to kind of figure this out so that you can feel a little bit more balanced. My feeling is that there's just a situation in your life that really just has to change, you know, because I see you kind of focusing on what you can't have. All right, you know, so let's look at what you can have. All right, because here we have this 5 of Pentacles, you know, which says that, you know, you don't have enough money, you don't have enough this, you don't have enough that, you know, you feel left out, you feel really alone. And then we have the 5 of Cups here again, you're feeling really alone, really left out. What am I supposed to do? You know, so I feel as if, you know, you got to get out of this, you know, woe is me, poor me kind of energy, because that's not doing you any good. All right. It just is not. And I feel like you really got to look at things a little bit more realistically, you know, from a more grounded perspective. It's just like, you know, I mean, you know, if you don't know what you're supposed to do, are you really putting any effort into finding out what it is? Or are you just kind of wondering if one day it's just going to land in your lap and, you know, one day you'll know exactly what you're supposed to do because divine inspiration is going to set it down. And I think you keep waiting for this to happen. And I feel as if the universe is saying, I'm not going to do that. You know, I want you to figure it out. And, you know, if you take off the blindfold, you'll see what it is that I'm trying to get you to do. So I feel like, you know, for some of you Cancers, you know, a lot of, you know, the problems that are coming up are really because of your own self-sabotage, you know, your own kind of feeling blue and, oh my gosh, you know, things never worked out for me and, you know, what am I supposed to do and woe is me and, you know, and then we have you over here, you know, really pitiful and it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm all alone. Well, you know, if you're all alone, stop being alone, all right? Get up, get out, go have a cup of coffee. You don't have to talk to anybody. Just go have a cup of coffee over there. Don't get a coffee to go and then come home. Go to the coffee shop and have a cup of coffee and be among people, all right? And just people watch. now you're not so alone, because now you're going to go home. You're going to think about these quirky people that you just saw, right? All right. So, yeah, so you being alone is by choice. And I feel as if you can do things that will get you out of a place of being alone. If you go do things, where people, that like the same things you're doing, you're going to meet somebody, okay? You're not going to be alone. So anyway, I feel as if you got to take the blindfold off and really see the part you play in your woe is me story, all right? So I really want you to kind of pay attention to that. We do have the Justice card coming up here reversed. Again, I feel like, you're off balance here. And, you're off balance because you have to make some decisions. All right. You can't just kind of wait and see what might happen. We're not static beings. We are built to move. We are built to go out. We are built to go do things. And I feel like, this week, I want to just encourage you to, work on not being so alone. Do things that, make you feel good. And don't worry if, nobody wants to go with you. That's not the point. This is about you enjoying the company of what you do, enjoying yourself. So if, there's a new art exhibition in town and gosh, you would really love to go see it, but nobody wants to go with you. Why are you waiting for somebody to go with you? Go see the art exhibition, because you're going to get a lot out of it. And, who knows? You may be standing there looking at this painting and all of a sudden somebody steps up next to you and strikes up a conversation. You don't know, but you got to get out, all right? So I feel like that's a real big message for you this week, Cancer, and I'm just going to kind of leave it there. I feel as if there is a big decision that is looming that you need to make in regards to whether it's a situation that, has been really kind of giving you a lot of trouble in the past. I just feel as if, here we have the Seven of Swords. I mean, you're cutting through illusions and starting to ground in the more realistic kind of side of life. And I feel like that's going to also include you making, maybe some cuts of people that aren't really good for you. Maybe there's been people that have taken advantage of you. I just feel as if it's time for you to take the blindfolds off and see where you have and I don't want to pick on you, but you need to look at what did you do to make you feel like you're feeling right now? What have you done, to make you feel all depressed and lonely? Have you cut yourself off from everybody? Have you cut yourself off because of someone that's in your life that, can't be a part of your real life, but you got this person over here who's part of your life. Maybe that person is the one that needs to go so you can have all these other people back in your life. It's this kind of energy I want you to start to look at. And when it comes to what do you do for a living, or whether you don't know what your life purpose is, I feel as if once you start to let go of some of these false illusions that you have about what you should be and who you should be and what you should be doing, I think it's all going to just come into place. I just feel as if you got to lift your head up and, take this key that's leaning over here and put it in the lock and open the door and see what's there, because I feel as if this is a very auspicious time for us. And if we open the door, I think a lot of things can happen. All right, so anyway, I feel like that's enough, Cancer. I've given you the Raven lecture for the day. So I apologize if, this might have felt offending to anybody. But, sometimes we have to look at ourselves. We just do. It's like, what do we can't keep blaming someone else for the changes we want in our life. All right, Cancer, we have to make those changes ourselves. All right, I'm going to end it here. Take what works, leave what doesn't. I appreciate you all. Hit that like button, and I'll see y'all later. All right, bye now.